Some good things happened today. One, we got a guy to look at the place. This evening, a guy came here and looked at the place, and it was crazy because I've never been on that side of the interview process before. Because just last year, Eric and Lee interviewed me for this place, and here it is a year later, and I'm the one interviewing somebody else with Lee. How crazy is that? It's nuts. But the guy seemed cool. He's an entrepreneur, seems to make a good amount of money, and is able to work from home and whatnot. Um, Seems like a pretty chill guy. He's interested, I think, in the space. He even mentioned maybe taking the entire room himself. That'd be nuts. That'd be crazy. Having like two roommates, that'd be pretty cool. But in the event that he does not want the whole space, me and Lee would still need to get a fourth guy, which I feel is doable. If we lock this guy in, I feel like that kind of ties me and Lee. It ties us to this place a little bit more, I think, which is fantastic. I mean, the sooner we can nail down this housing situation, the better, in my opinion. That would just be super fantastic if this guy worked out. So yeah, that's really cool. But I mean, another good thing is that one way or another we'll know soon because he needs a spot. He's like living in a hotel downtown, and so we need to find out what to do pretty quick here. So yeah, it's all going to happen pretty quick. But so that's good news, good progress. Another thing happened today that is pretty exciting. I think I might have mentioned this before, but Landon is making a script for a movie. And when he told me that, it got my gears turning in my head. I was like, I've heard so many interviews, uh, or at least a good number. I don't know how many, but like in this day and age, it is more prudent to make something, not just sit around and wait for the phone call to ring, wait for some dope opportunity to fall in your lap. You gotta. It's better to be proactive and go out there and do something yourself. You know, because in this day and age, it's so easy to make anything and everything. You can make a movie from your cell phone for crying out loud. So, um, it got my gears turning in my head. Like, I would like to do that, and but I was like, I can't do that by myself. I mean, I could, but it would be a pain, and other people are obviously better at certain things than I am, and I just want to be an actor. I don't really want to do everything, and so I was thinking, I was like, I have so many friends that want to do different aspects of the filmmaking process. Landon wants to get into writing, or like I don't know how much he wants to get into writing, but he's writing. My buddy Graham from work is into like music, and he wants to make music for movies specifically. And Chad is a director and an actor, and the guy that he's mentoring has all this dope gear, and he's a really good filmmaker himself, and these guys are really cool guys that I know, you know, and so I was like, why don't we all come together with a common cause and make something really good, you know? So I talked to Graham today about this at work, and I was like, dude, would you be down to make something, you know? If me and Landon, start making something, and he's like, yeah, dude, I'm totally down. I'm totally in. And we started spitballing ideas right then and there, just about shows and series we could do, and we were settling on some pretty cool stuff. I don't really know how much. You know what? Nothing's really set in stone yet, so I suppose I can tell you. But we're thinking about like a funny type show, kind of like the Workaholics show on Hulu, which is fantastic, super funny show, um, about just some guys that are just trying to make it. You know, it's about a group of guys who are in a big city who aren't from the big city, and they're just trying to, make it in life. They're trying, like, one guy's trying to be an actor, one guy's trying to be a musician, one guy, whatever. Um, and just like the funny, you know, circumstances they find themselves in as they're trying to make it in this town. And it'll probably be set in LA because that's where I am, that's where all my friends are, and it's kind of funny to make fun of LA. But and it's like it's a big enough city that, I mean, it's a, I don't know how to say it, but like it's been made fun of before. So like uh La La Land, like that. Like they were making fun of LA a lot. So it's like it'd be pretty easy. Not that we're trying to replicate La La Land, but you know what I mean. Um and it's, it was just crazy to be shooting these ideas back and forth. Like this could actually happen. Like this is the city where stuff like that can, become a reality. So it was just super fun, and I obviously want to act in it because it'd be just a really fun experience, and I want to act. So it's like, and plus it'd be so much easier because instead of waiting to audition for a role and hope and hope and hope and hope and hope I get it, why not just write one myself that I can obviously write or I can obviously play, So me, Graham, and Landon are going to start, writing this thing, and it's going to be so much fun. Just trying to think about like arcs, like character arcs, different characters to begin with. Who are these guys, and what are they going to be facing as they try and make it in this town? It's going to be so much fun. But yeah, that'll be like, can you imagine if I don't have to worry about where I'm going to live, if I can just nail down maybe some other job, then we can just focus on making this show. And then we can think about how we're going to distribute it. Are we going to put it on Vimeo? Are we going to put it on YouTube? Are we going to try and sell it to some, I don't know, Comedy Central, something like that? I don't even know. How do you go about doing something like this? But anyway, super cool stuff. But anyway, that is going to do it for now. I have the early shift tomorrow, so I got to get some sleep tonight. That's going to do it. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.